Good evening, fellow Ambazonians and fellow televiewers on the ACN network. Una welcome for another episode of the No Conny Talk Show. Today, we the one for commemorate and for prepare the people they had for celebrate the Independence Day for Ambazonia. We day on the first day of October this year. It be a wonderful day for celebrate as Dr. Cho Ayaba, the leader of our War of Liberation, he talk. He then challenge our people for be bold for come out with their flags, hoist their flags, and look ways for celebrate this wonderful day for Ground Zero and across the globe for all the various Ambazonia community then. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I will take una for inside the story where they build up the independence of Ambazonia from the UN resolution to the Cameroon Anglophone movement to the AAC1 and AAC2 and to the place where they. More importantly, also I go take una for inside our adversary them, Chris Arno, their TV channel, for show how despicable these people that can be for the soldier the way they don't give their life for ground zero. We will then see the picture the way they come from ground zero, where they don't kill and throw them for finance junction. I will take una show una exactly which way happen and the lies them way Chris Arno did talk for denigrate this boy their memory. No man no go believe say if an Ambazonian soldier die, someone them go to be happy for that Ambazonian people soldier that die. Especially people the way that they chop money, where they raise them for this fight where they go on for ground zero. So all na be welcome. We'll not go to take long time. We will go straight for give una some song. For get ourselves ready for the presentation for today. I will bring one of those songs for East Africa where I don't always like them when I this speaking the way that they play Ndenge. I like Ndenge very much. Make a play I relate with this speaking them too much. That time we will take and salute all man where they watch me for YouTube. I want to salute them all. And for salute all for people that were in there for America, for Germany, for UK, across the globe. All are welcome. I salute people that for Nigeria, the one for La Republic where they watch we when I'm back in the I salute the one for Greece, the one for Libya, the one for America, for Mexico border. I don't know all when I come good. So, ladies and gentlemen, una all na be highly welcome. I want to salute all those way that don't open their door for their house for allow me for ground zero for Biafra land and across Africa, and for those that they watch me for their app for Android phone them. I want to thank una for listening to me. For stay tuned for ACN, the channel where they bring una news and will bring una updates for the liberation movement across Africa and particularly for Ambazonia. Una all na be highly welcome. Okay, it's about 2 minutes. There we go. Nothing good lasts forever, as they talk. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't get a wonderful song, and I hope say don't prepare on a heart for this presentation what I'm preparing for una today for ACN as well for my YouTube channel and across Facebook page and many other social media platforms that will push forward the people the agenda for liberation for Southern Cameroon. So una all una be highly welcome once more. Now me, the Deputy Defense Chief for the Ambazonia Defense Forces, Capo Daniel, aka Sense Pass King, Lukong, and now She Ngwifong for Sawi, for Boom. That is where I come from. All my country people, them wanna be highly welcome. Wanna then get a lot of material then way to reinforce our sense of identity, our originality, including our pidgin language. Yes, now the first language that would speak and more people they don't adopt that my theory say be more better than English language for we. Nevertheless, maybe we'll go straight for the presentation for today, and I will get a big video where I go to play a video for Chris Anu where Idam bring am for denigrate the soldier the way they die for inside Bamenda for Finance Junction. I will bring that video them later. But first I go want for take una through some report where you go to prepare our heart as the president of the governing council, Dr. Chua Yaba Idan talk. We need to start prepare for our Independence Day, and it be important make all man in know which way our independence it mean and the road we don't work they can reach this far. Our territory, the Southern Cameroon territory, if it don't be for as if it don't take we administer we as part of Nigeria for more than 40 years. A lot of people they know they feel them because there don't be an effort to wipe out our history, but we don't be with Nigeria for more than 40 years. Before we decide to separate with Nigeria, the whole program for we for separate from Nigeria, it be start now from 1959, where the opposition party led by John Foncha, a political party will be a KNDP. They be win election, it be bring a plan, it be partner for same will secede for Nigeria. A lot of people in this day they see that was secession, it did in a bad word, but it be been at the plan for John Foncha will secede from Nigeria, get a cooling period where our people they go decide their future. And if any negotiation go dey for unification with La Republic, we will get enough time to prepare ourselves as an independent territory under the British trusteeship. So the independence will be eventually come through a plebiscite, and the UN be grants us independence with the General Assembly resolution, the very famous resolution 1608. And when I know say what people them they no be get time for effectuate that text according to paragraph 5 for that text where it talks say Southern Cameroon in need for unite with La Republique du Cameroon as two equal partners in a federation, as promised by Amadou Ahidjo for the General Assembly for the United Nations. But all these things be happen because Cameroon government we overrun our country, it take over our country as the British government be hand over the sovereignty, the instrument of sovereignty for Tico Airport for La Republique du Cameroon, Amadou Ahidjo. So our people they be subjugated for a long time until they can form the Cameroon Anglophone movement, where they be starting for fight for our independence. It be gradually they pick up steam till 1993 after the ADF began to fear them. The SDF began to fear them. They call for the All Anglophone Conference for Boya for 1993. And after that, during that period for Boya, where they be called the All Anglophone Conference, where they be called the All Anglophone Conference, it be very important. Maybe una know about this one. During that time, there is a newspaper where they be publish about that news. I want to bring it up for share with una. If una look that newspaper, it reflect the politics of the day for the early 1993. It talk how the French government, François Mitterrand, the president of France, it be instruct Paul Biya say make he reject any solution or any proposition for Southern Cameroonians the way they be gathered for Boya for two-state federation. He actually talks to me Cameroon government use their army for crush down any Anglophone resistance for the French rule Mr. Paul Biya the implementer. Una the CC today say Paul Biya the travel for France, say they want go report for Emmanuel Macron for a work where they do for a country. They show na say na the French government it authorize Paul Biya for do it where they do that they back it up, that they protect it. Cameroon it dey like na province for France. Una also see say inside this for after that first All Anglophone Conference, una imagine who be the champion separation. Imagine when I look at that newspaper, na Chief Enoni Ephraim. When I know Chief Enoni Ephraim, we be the struggle say we will separate La Republique. Na way La Republique later on for 2000, I think na 2004, if I don't make mistake. Now forgive me for that date. 2004, they become making me being a prime minister. We're gonna see how things that they always play. as Southern Cameroonian they be gather for Boya. They begin to examine the file. When I remember say that Boya conference, the AAC one it be called by Dr. Carson Anyangwe and Simon Munso. Ayabacho be there for day, Siseko Ebine be there for day, a lot of people them for our movement today, they be there for that conference. It will include top government officials, elites, and all walk of life or people that be congregate for Boya. They be from that time. Enoni it be the champion independence. It be say the E1 independence na the thing will deserve them. When I see say along the line, La Republic be done corner give you prime ministership, bring it inside their skin, and today guess who say they? Today, Enoni it then have a prison for Kondengi. Now the reason that, now the hidden reason that way, Pobia don't keep it for prison. All my way get money, all my way don't reach that big position for La Republic. They never ever keep them for prison this long. They never hold them unless they don't do some bad thing. Mr. Enoni, he only crime wey be committed for Pobia na say he be one Miss Southern Cameroon is separate. They no ever forgive ye, but then draw ye near them. Fully, Migi say Southern Cameroon carry CPDM wrapper for a neck. Today we see the same thing for this Ambazonia struggle. Success in Congo, Nambere, all the people they will don't see them, they don't go join La Republic, including Nicolas Santos, who don't go say to and join La Republic. Make una sabi say when any man he don't take this move, this bold move, say make we be independent, Pobia and a country and the French will never sorry you. Including all of us as a people who would then climb and stand up now so one independence. If we left, we turn back halfway, there will be no hospitality, there will be no sorry, no ashia. They will treat we the same way they don't treat Enoni. So after the All Anglophone Conference, it be passed for inside Boya, then convene a circle, it be been for 1993, for 1994 the next year, then call another one for inside Bamenda for go finish with where they be start them. For the one for Bamenda, Naiwe Simon Monso, if you read the declaration, where it be make them very clear. The declaration talks say, if the federal state it no be restored within a reasonable period of time, Southern Cameroon it go declare independence. It will be clear. Now a conference that will be legitimate, it will be a legitimate representation of our people. They be then decide say we will declare independence if Cameroon go back for two-state federation within a reasonable period of time. And I think the declaration of our independence will become by Justice Adebole Frederick for December 1999. It will be perfect. And the reaffirmation by Siseko Ayoktabi of that independence, it will be also perfect because Cameroon government it will ban the consortium, thereby rejecting the option of federalism. And at that point, any person will see say it will be in a reasonable period of time for understand say Cameroon government go change their mind concerning federation and will be need for go straight for effectuate the independence we will get them already. So from the time for 1999, after that this conference didn't happen, the SCNC, the AAC, it will be transformed into SCAPA, that means Southern Cameroon People's Conference, CAPO. It was transformed to Southern Cameroon SCPC, Southern Cameroon People's Conference, and later on it was transformed into Southern Cameroon Southern Cameroon People's Conference, SCAPO. And then they created the SCNC as a executive branch. But the SCNC started to operate by itself, separate from that Congress. So we see the same things again in our history over and over again. I will just be fast so that we go straight into our program for today. But it be very important. Maybe we'll talk about our history as we move towards the day for our celebration of our history. Just 1 year after that, we then create the SCNC, the SCYL, the youths them also create the SCYL, as you know very well, and that prompted a strong push within Southern Cameroon for go in for check whether with our people they want them. They will conduct a referendum, a signature referendum, where over 315,000 people for ground zero then participate Inside those 300,000 people who didn't participate for that referendum, over 99% they say they want complete independence based on all those documents and all the unfolding things for that fateful day for 30th December 1999. The SCNC group led by Justice Ebong Frederick Alobwede, they be take over Boya radio station, declare our independence declare our independence, and later on would know say for 2003 the SCNC and SCAPO joined together. I think about 18 individuals have signed that document for sue Cameroon for the African Commission on Human and People's Rights for Gambia, and the case will be win that case. That judge the judgment it be declared say the Southern Cameroon people still remain a people despite our 50 years in captivity and annexation with La Republic. We maintain some unique features and the international law recognize us as a people. This one is one of the biggest victory for we because according to the international law and the and the United Nations Charter, every people have the right of self-determination. That means as a people, we get the right to decide whether we want independence or not without any outside influence. That was a very big victory for us. But at the same time, the court, if it talks, it no be competent for past judgment about whether for 1961 will be joined with La Republic or not, or whether the constitution where Paul Biya and Aijo be change them for completely assimilate we for inside their system, it will be illegal because the judge be talk say they will create that court after those incidents that happen. The better place where it could be suitable for Georgia case, it could be now for ICC. But at the same time, the judge will also talk say there was not enough human right violations and it not be grave enough for it to make decision. But now we see say after the killing of over 30,000 Ambazonians, there are enough human right violations to trigger our right of self-determination. So those are the things we would do up to now. We run the fight. In my next episode, I will take time for tell on how this revolution it be start. I think people that don't put out a lot of things there. I will tell on right from the beginning, which it trigger this particular revolution and will for the place where they did in a no corny fashion. So that is it for that particular presentation. I go and go now directly inside which we will get them today for Una. Today we will discuss about the video and the lies and the manipulation with Chris Anu, he and Sako, they don't decide for focus for make them. I will play on the video. We don't forward for me from our communication teams. They don't bring it to my attention. And this video, it be very disturbing. I know they watch that ABC channel. I know say a lot of people they watch them, both Francophones and South Ambazonians. Mainly because they be curious and mainly because not just the nature of our people. But not make mistake for popular views or many views on social media to translate to support on the ground or popularity or popular acceptance on the ground. Because of the way our people then grow up and the condition for ground zero, the vast majority of our people then be silenced, but they observe and they know the truth. I remember when I be the tell and I say, when I be compare me and Eric Tato and all those people them because they will get thousands of views. When I remember I will get thousands of views when I be see they use the name Captain Cameroon for my show them. We get 2,000 views sometime for my live show. And the highest video we ever watch for this Ambazonian struggle. Now the video I will make come after they be arrested Seko, where I be shed tears. That video within a couple of weeks was watched more than 1 million times. So, but I would always talk say would the focus not be on popularity, but now on the effect on the ground towards the goal for independence. We are well articulate. We are the best communicators Ambazonia have. If we Ambazonia have any sons and daughters that were better than us, where are they when they needed them the most during these 4 years? So we are making history for our country. We are patriots. And there is no way you can substitute us or rewrite the history in Ambazonia without our hand in it. And it's not on purpose. We are just trying to do our best to help help out our country. So this video, Chris Anu, where he become for Nigeria with a sole aim for create TV station through lies and manipulation. He don't get this ABC TV channel. He spend the time, all their time, they spend their time lying. We don't mind if people criticize us or people challenge us, they hold us to account. We welcome that because we are open, we are honest, we are working in good faith. We are clean people, volunteering to help our country. We all hold full-time jobs. Some people in the organization of the governing council and the ADF. All the officials are full-time workers. So what we are doing for our country is a patriotic duty. But this guy spent his time lying. What makes me to focus on him today is because he has gone too far. He congratulated La Republique for kill Ambazonian fighters on the ground. Celebrate the death of Ambazonian fighters on the ground. Make I play the video and I will analyze them. When on around the year say these people they work with La Republique, we need to believe. In this video, Chris Anu called somebody or somebody called in from ground zero, allegedly calling from ground zero to participate in this show.
People said chair street or something like, or behind chair.
Yeah, chair.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Anu get a phone call. I go let the video play. But definitely from this phone call, I go show na say na person where either work here and Chris or here and Chris they don't get some understanding before they do all this their drama. I'll play a meguna here. But this is so bad. These people are so evil. They are so wicked that I look at them and they claim they are children of God, they are pastors, and I say, come on, for goodness sake, these guys don't know who God is. They don't know, because you look at the things they are doing, asking people to kill soldiers on the ground, committing all type of horrible atrocity, embezzling money. How do you embezzle money when people are dying? Anyway, make I play the video. This video, it talk about the soldier, the way they ran kill them for inside Bamenda, can dump their body them for inside for corner finance junction. Now this boy they are dead with Chris Anu. They get this phone call with this man for talk. I go show now they lies them. They have no credibility. They are full of lies, lying every day, 24 hours. Make una hear, Marula.
That be leading to Tarikon. It's not close to Tarikon Park.
And then they drunk themselves to, they drank themselves to stupendo and started misbehaving. And
that's right.
The other terrorists from French Cameroon came and we laid them around the same environment. And
that's
then,
correct.
And then once they got them, they stopped a taxi that took them around town, and you are actually getting this piece of information from somebody who was in the taxi.
That's correct.
So the fact say Chris Anu, it recounts the story. The man they just confirm him. It show una two things. Chris Anu either they talk with this man for back. Chris Anu either they work with this man directly for can make up this story them. Use this man for present them for Ambazonia people them. Listen a man way it talk true, na man way they for ground zero, it recount way happen. But when I hear how these people that they just wake up lie over the dead bodies of soldiers on the ground. So for this case, it talk say the person way he give this story, he talk for this man way the call. Way happen for ground zero. Now a passenger will be there for inside taxi with these fighters them plus La Republique du Cameroon their army them. It claims say this fighter then na ADF fighter the way they work with La Republique. Man level me play me gonna see how evil and how low this so-called pastor, this phone repairer, if he go, wanna hear.
That's correct.
Now they were all together, the four that we find on the screen.
Actually, that's correct. The four that we find, there were four of them that were shot dead, and they were forced into the taxi with them and went around with them.
So una already hear lie. Taxi for inside Ambazonia. Now only 4 people they enter there. They carry now only 4 people. All man for ground zero no. So this boy and Chris Anu, they don't make this story as they talk say there is no perfect crime. So there is always this lie will always show. The one claim say these 4 people them they enter taxi with driver, with the passenger way they tell this man the story, plus the La République du Cameroon, their soldier the way they ran capture this boy them as they talk for this story. How many people will enter that taxi? The driver, the passenger way the man, remember it's not talking a passenger, you know talking a driver, they talking a passenger. So the driver, the passenger, 4 boy the way, Amber boy the way, La République don't catch them, plus the La République du Cameroon, their army. Mo talk say the army they be safe now only 2. Where it go be impossible say 2 army they go capture 4 Amber boy then so they disarm them with their AK them they work out the inside motor. So driver, passenger, 4 Amber boys, 2 La République du Cameroon their troops. And how many? 8 people them inside a taxi according to them. When I hear lie, when I hear
all of that went around that he mentioned Engage Junction, he went the Congress Hall, he mentioned some other many places that they withdrew with them that night.
So he talk say na the passenger they tell he place where La République catch this Amber boy them the waka go for town, then go for Mizingeng Junction, then go for other place. He talk say then go for 4 to 5 places them.
With them. And actually the normal life went to play their normal life on a weekend or a drink, and then they were stopped, and those guys were forced into the car which they were, and they went about with them in the car.
Okay.
To those places I just mentioned. I mean, I think there were around 4 or 5 places. They said they made around 30 minutes somewhere, 20 minutes somewhere, 15 minutes somewhere.
So this La République, according to this lie people them, La République catch these 4 people with passenger inside taxi, no be private car, inside taxi. Plus the La République that means they 8 days inside the motor. They work for 4 to 5 different places for town. Each of those places, so one they stay there 15 minutes, so one they stay there 20 minutes, so one they stay there 40 minutes, so one they stay there 30 minutes. So then therefore they around 2 hours. The Cameroon military, they no call their own van, may can carry them. As we see van, if be there for those videos, they will see van for corner there for Finance Junction. They no call back up, but they do work freely with 4 Amber boys, passenger and driver. Even if you handcuff all that 4 boys them, space for them for break no go there inside that motor, but they go to work as suited for 2 hours minimum according to this story, where it not be possible. So these are just liars. When I hear anyway.
Any particular reason they were making these rounds?
Yeah, it's some sort of exhibition showing that they've got the Amber boys.
Okay.
As they always do best, you know, when they do things like this, they already do public squares, they'll go around to show that, okay, they've got the Amber boys.
I don't know who said Chris Anu they take the La République agent they mean that they can't do all the fake audios, fake calls to make all this story then up. But it definitely shows that he work now, he work with the La République. These are just complete lies. So La République go catch people them. Instead of carry and go to the station, when a Amber boy they then get gone. They don't get enough personnel. They don't get comfortable motor. They go to work around town, say they do work a show, then say they don't catch Amber boy. Since when it that ever happened so for ground zero? When I hear anyway.
Meanwhile, those guys have been identified as thieves, and first and foremost, Chris, Amber boy don't steal cars. They don't steal truck to go about drinking. They don't.
Well, they talk say Amber boy don't steal car. How many times for Bamenda old and year say Amber boy they don't stop car, take people there motor go down? How many times would I see motor they don't take and go down for inside operation? How many times? So as a matter of fact, when ADF stop motor they use of operation, they pay the person. They give the person some money. And then they talk to this boy and they don't identify them as thieves. The 2 Amber boy they wait and they for day. I'll give another information later. Those Amber boys them, then come on for pinning, come for Bamenda for can carry out some operation, for can buy some, for can do their things for day. Before they go enter the shop. where they go enter a moto, then carry them for inside moto, go branch, then go branch now for some area. They're not even catching them for bar. They're not catching for bar. They were not even drinking. These boys were not even drinking. So now here,
do stuff like that. They were those who do their stuff like I am king, like they don't behave.
Okay.
But unfortunately for today, another thief caught another thief. Maybe teach by some other onlookers.
That's what they call dog.
allowed-
That's what they call dog eat dog, right?
so these people are so stupid. Their IQ is like that of a toddler. How can you be accusing ADF for working with La Republic? Now you are saying that La Republic have come and arrest ADF. How can the La Republic go to arrest ADF if La Republic is working with ADF? How does it even make sense to them? They lie so much, and the matter of fact is that people listen to this garbage. People are being fed with this garbage on ground zero on a mass scale. Well, now listen anyway.
That's correct. Send a thief to catch a thief.
Right. Now, you had also, I think you had also mentioned that these guys are known to be ADF guys.
Very correct.
So it is say you have also mentioned. It means that they be done the discourse already. Yeah, and this man they be done already discuss.
Tell me what you know. Tell me what you know.
I was
and how
coming to that.
Okay.
They tell you in Bamenda, we call it Apakwa town. There are certain areas where the ADF guys do operate. When you go to Tanka, around the area Tanka,
Yes.
you go to area around towards Mbengwe Road, you go to around somewhere like Bali Road. That's why they carry their operation. So when you get to those guys, anybody that get to those places must be very careful because you are likely to fall into the hands of those guys. Secretary Chris, the problem with this guy will be
So all this area this guy is calling, there are thousands and thousands of people living there. These are busy urban area in Bamenda. So all the people who are living there, they are not scared, they are not harassed by the ADF. We don't get cases where they don't catch people there for day. Yes, of course. When there are cases where ADF soldiers are involved in excesses, we jump on them and we solve the matter. We make sure that there is no stealing, no excesses committed by our forces. We take that responsibility very seriously. You have seen the ADF set up an anti-kidnapping squad that have reduced kidnapping for ransom in Ground Zero, in Bamenda in particular, more than 80%. The people on the ground can testify. The ADF camps in Tanka, under Cross and that all of you know. The one in Alabu camp, the one in all the I will not even call all the names of all the camps. It's not necessary. We have 6 different units in Bamenda. All of those areas, those boys are the vanguard of our people. You have seen images and images of how they have fought against the enemy, live bullet on the street. You saw the last operation in Tarinkun, where we raided a gendarmerie post. We had an explosive there. You have seen their dead bodies. You have seen them in the mortuary. You have seen when they come and close roads to gather their dead bodies. You have seen La Republic retaliated by burning down bikes, burning down off license. At the time those things were happening, Chris Anu was saying that those boys was so-called restoration forces. It is their force. Even Mark Barata, sometimes Mark Barata is a little bit fair, but he sometimes were all saying they were IG forces. Now it is not their force because the boys have come out to say that they are ADF. Do you know how many of forces you people are calling your force on the ground? Let me not even go there. But anyway, listen.
Cameroon is that especially around Tanka, what they do is, when you know when La Republic is coming to interact with those guys, you will see guns shooting almost all night. But the next morning, you will not see any casualty. You will not see any reason why they were shot.
So this is so evil. This guy, they try every way to destroy the work of heroes on the ground. We have areas we hold on for inside Bamenda. Each time La Republic the one try for advance or for encroach into those areas, we are fighter they stop them. Sometimes you get gun exchange when are flanking. That means say one group is flank from this side, they shoot una not enter the certain specific area, they will return fire. In many of those instances, you don't get killed. You get incidents where they ambush them. Would they always announce and evaluate all those things for the public? Somehow they want to destroy all the work of these heroes. But it is lame and it shall not work.
But in the likes of that, they are doing it to make like there was a fight. Meanwhile, they may be coming, because to be very honest, they have never seen them supply, but they know that when they come like that, they are in a bid to supply the ADF.
So he said that, to be honest with you, they have never seen them supply, but they are coming to supply ADF. According to him, they have never seen La Republic giving ADF weapons. But according to him, La Republic is coming to give ADF weapons there. How did you know? You have come from analyzing a case from a taxi driver, a passenger carrying 4 Amber boys with La Republic military inside a taxi for 2 hours from place to place, now analyzing situation in Bamenda. Lie, little lies, little lies. These people.
Guys, some sort
There's
of
no hope.
material or money or what. So in the course of doing it, they people to believe that they were fighting, but you will never see any casualty, any reason for shooting all night the next morning.
So the ADF that is fighting La Republic, that launched an attack against their station in Bonji, and you saw the video. The ADF that launched attack in Tarinkun Gendarmerie station, you saw the video. The ADF that launched a bomb attack against Lele Afrique, you saw the videos. You saw him peeing on his pants. The ADF that is walking on the ground every day, you see it. That attack, just last week, the attack in a convoy of B, of a petrol trying to get into Bamenda from Akum. That same ADF is the ADF you are saying that La Republic is coming to give them weapon to fight against La Republic. Are these guys even normal? Do they even think about the things they say? Or they just assume, say, Ambazonia, they don't be in one way they can get headworm for their brain, where they need to think.
When they ask is, but why was they shooting? Who was shooting?
Right.
And the areas are, there is a some sort of somewhere where there is a bridge. You see others shooting for other way, shooting after some 30 minutes, other will shoot for the other way and shoot, and finally after that it subsides. And when it subsides, the next morning when they get up, you're not gonna get anything like why were they shooting? But
Well, I have heard so many incidences of those shootings in Bamenda, different parts of the town, of the city. But then you never get to understand why the shootings are happening, because you don't hear of any confrontation between those shooters and La Republic.
Actually,
people are just so out of touch. Everybody in Bamenda knows the good work of the ADF. Almost everybody. They have seen the fights on the street. They have seen the dead bodies. They have seen the ambush. They have seen everything on the ground. The ones in the food market, the attacks in the food market where we take some of their troops out there. Some of the videos are even out there. Sometimes I think I'll get some of those compilation and put out there just to remind our people. These people are out of touch. They are liars, outright liars, shameless liars. And they're actually calling themselves pastors. These are the people that make people not to go to church. To be honest to you, they are disgrace to God.
Especially, I would note, especially Tuambenguru at the Tanka area. That's where their stronghold is. And that's where the shooting always takes place.
These people are so dull, so stupid. I cannot imagine normal people who have brain listening to these guys. We have announced here that towards Bengui Road there is a junction there where La Republic, it is a contest ground. That is a front line. We have many front lines where La Republic is trying to challenge us to create a checkpoint there, and we are battling them day and night to make sure they don't create that checkpoints. Our story is out there for everybody to see, and these people somehow they don't get it. You just hate the boys that have sacrificed their life so much that you will lie over their dead body, over their blood, without even thinking, without even blinking.
Takes place all night. I think about a week ago where we had, I think you read that a quarter in that area was flooded by the the other side, the thieves from the other side.
Yes.
It is believed that they came to supply the ADF with material. And so when they come, they'll flood the whole area and cover the whole that they are fighting or looking for somebody. That just to fool people, just to make people believe that they are in a bit they are looking for something, but in the cover of that, they are doing their best with their sister forces to make sure they supply so that nobody notices what that is meant to.
So La Republique, they want to come and give ADF weapon. And the best way they could think is to come in a group, many of them, come and cover the whole quarter. Shooting gun, according to the me Oma run. Then they go come hand that weapon, they can get meeting with ADF. So if La Republique, when a whole state party, they want meet up like Ambazonian ADF fighter, if na say ADF to work with them, they no go invite that fighter and meet and go meet up them. They no go come undercover, can't give them what they will give. They go come with hundreds of troops, begin shoot gun for up. Because ADF to work with La Republique. Even a fool knows that these are all lies. This one, they don't even make sense. The people where they know say they work with La Republique, now you, Chris Ano, unarango meet up a call for hotel Donald Trump with Donald Trump in hotel for America. Ebenezer Akwanga ran testify. Bandam, either hand money for your troops, 5 million for ground for how do they call them again, commando, with 18 million for Nafa abroad, according to the audio. They might get those audio on my phone. Give una 18 million, give commando 5 million. Commando don't make the audio then all. We'll get all those audio then. Una dan go to the 100. Fima Sharan can tang Tasang had a quarter man. Tasang Paul, the one way they for La Republique for day. Now una the work for La Republique. Now una the work for La Republique, una the meet La Republique, una the go get meeting for for HD. You say you don't talk for your audio. Say La Republique the channel payment through HD. Una here.
People's indoor. So that nobody knows what they're coming to do or what they are doing. And the last one that we noticed, when they came, those boys are sometimes in and out of that place. The evening before that day, they were around. Well, they know them. They were around. Most of them are in and out, but this time that day they were around, like and in the night that happened. And when that happened that night, the next day they disappeared. Therefore, it is believed that they came to meet, either to interchange or to do something. But in the course of which, when they do that, is to force everybody.
That La Republique, they can interchange with Ambazonia ADF, na routine, they can interchange. The same time, it talks to people that they recognize this boy them because they know the quarter. Now they change with La Republique. La Republique are foreigner them. Their lies are so easy to, and people listen to this crap. I was surprised the people who gave me the video. They were actually asking me to analyze and see. Don't you see everything they are saying? How stupid and ridiculous they are.
To be indoors so that you don't see what they do. And after they would have finished doing what they are doing,
like this?
Everybody goes, oh, where you see the gun shooting will subside. That's how it is often done.
I get it. I get it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. We've got so much to talk about here today. We will move on to our next subject. Thank you for the information.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good work for the good job.
Thank you, sir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that with the exit of these hoodlums out there.
Yeah, how objective it use them for coach boy them, where they don't kill them, where they pick up gun for defend homeland, for fight for everybody, including you, Chris Ano. This boy fight even for protect you, for your freedom. Look at how you are happy, celebrating, insulting them, even when they don't die.
In Bamenda, there will be some tranquility and peace among the inhabitants of that good city. We never regret that people like this are taken out, because there is a lot of pain on ground zero. Every part of Ambazonia coming from people like this that you find on the screen. So we are glad they are gone.
Yeah, say we are glad they are gone. Chris Ano, glad that fighters on the ground have been killed. The same Chris Anu asking for fighters to be killed. He's calling them thieves and all those things. I will show you a picture of a woman right now, a pregnant woman, nursing woman. The woman is still give Bobby for a pikin. Your so-called restoration forces, they hold this woman for instance, Noni. She was picked up around Cambe there with her child on her back. Who saw that picture? They might bring up that picture. With her child on her back. Your forces in Noni, call them to release that child. They don't call the one where they call is where they say be their chief of staff or na wait their county head for Noni. So that woman in picture there. They don't call it, they talk for the boy, and the boy themselves they say they don't know who are you. So these guys are out of touch with reality. So that boy Casey. I will share the picture later on. Maybe people that know who they thief, who they do kidnapping for Ground Zero. So I will take una for the actual story for this boy the way they don't die, they don't pay their ultimate sacrifice for our country. Two of the boys then were an Ambazonian fighter the way they die. In my report yesterday, I make a mistake for talking a boy there for 4 years. No be boy there for 4 years. The two boys then a boy the way they come up for Pinyin. The two boys them where they die for the way na military na Amba boy then they come up for Pinyin. And two of them na civilians them. One na a member for the church for Musang. And another one na Okada man where get problem for his eye. The one of the two boys the way they die for the now one of those first Cameroon Ambazonian the way they be abandoned Cameroon military. They be defect can't join Ambazonian army, Ambazonian forces them. It be the fight here and Okuru. Inside the boy picture there. Now the boy this. Now picture this. Now it been a military man as soon as him. It defect. Can't join Ambazonia. Say me fight for the freedom of his fatherland. Na iwe la republic they ran killy. They ran ambushy killy. Who pay respect for he sacrifices them for Ambazonia. This boy have never kidnapped. Na person we know the value for honor before he want die so. This same boy na part of the Akuro boy them where they be carry out this operation for around Bambo Tuesday against La Republic, neutralizing two of their terrorist forces them. When I remember that video, they shout Okoro life, Okoro life. Now the same boy them, these two boys them were there. Ma bring the video for mine now.
Bombo! Mission fronte!
Now one of the boys is live!
Bombo!
Now one of the boy that way get Rasta. He sleep for down for day. The other one the way they for back he hold camera. Now this military man, now this ex-military man way he done defect join Ambazonia. Now the two boys in that way they ran die so. Brave soldier the way they ran carry big action for liberate Ambazonia. So other action and they were no what talk because nobody get clearance for talk. This boy then be very crucial for trained soldier then for Ambazonia, me them fight against La Republic. He died na a big blow for the whole struggle. All man way na a patriot go cry for ye. Say man way abandon Cameroon military, abandon their small salary. For can't help your own brother for bush, me them be effective for fight for win La Republic. He done die. Chris Anu, wait time where they be carry out this action for Pinyin. Now Chris Anu be the show this action for that ABC channel. The toxin and restoration forces, na forces than that. That way they don't kill them for Bamenda. He happy say me then glass and tick people. So now who they for La Republic side? Now Chris Anu, the Gladiator and La Republic, their army, say they don't kill soldier them for Bamenda. Now we salute the bravery for these two soldiers them. For security reason, I not go put their name out. You know, the Antoxim will not put their name out right now because of some security reasons. We'll not put their name out, but we'll pay them tribute, may them rest in power and make sure say make their killers and pay. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for going through this show with me. And I will be coming up subsequently with details about our National Day celebration. There will be no lockdown tomorrow. Me, all man, go out there, do a business as usual. May God bless you all. Ciao.